Good Saturday afternoon, everyone. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can get this recorded. I've never seen our promo video. This is our old one. That is our promo video that we made in 2015. So, for those who don't know, we've had a change in logo. We've kind of had a little bit of change in our. Oh, give me a second here. Not quite sure why it wouldn't let me do that. There it is. Hopefully y'all can see that. Maybe. Give me a second. Let me stop share. Let me make sure I'm getting the right one. There we go. Power sword. Technology hates me today. Wait a second. Technology hates me every day. I am Fleet Captain Robin Kearney Fraser of the Space Station Requiem. We are a proud member Starfleet Command Quadrant 1 in Starbase 4. We also have our own fandom universe and welcome all fandom universes to our world. Quick history on us. In 2013, we started Space Station Requiem in Corpus Christi, Texas. After some personal challenges, it got put on the shelf in 2015. 2017? 17 or 18. We took her out of dry dock with Starfleet Command Quadrant 1 as we watched our membership numbers grow and people wanted to be a part of something bigger, which is what specific fandoms are all about. And we're kind of a part of the bigger picture. Give me a second here. Why am I not seeing myself? It's going to be a long day. I'm sorry. There we go. Hi, how are you today? We're fantastic. So we restarted up in 2018, and here we are now 2024. And I am 4 chapters deep into Analogs, which is a history of Fleet Captain Anna Lee Kitty Tor. I'll wait for all of you to know that there's some personal bias in that character there. But she is an Alassian, and that is our main primary race in our universe. And she has been ruling the universe, all known universe, for 7,000 years. Just to give you an idea of how much fodder I have for writing, because right now I'm talking about dear old dad. We haven't even got to the point where the main character's born yet. So I am going to warn you, though, there are going to be some triggering scenes because, as with any good story, you want to endear them to your character, but at the same token, something really bad has to happen for character development. So I will try to put the little warnings at the beginning of at the end of a previous chapter, so that you know when you go to the next chapter, hey, kind of take warning on that there might be some strong scenes that you may want to pass over. Sorry, I'm just getting over a bug. So what are we talking about today? Hopefully we'll have some people be able to join us here in a minute. If not, I'll just get through it myself. I can do this. First of all, we're going to do badge updates, get a closer look at what we have done for the badge. And on that, I'm going to pause this real quick here, maybe. No, I'm not, because I don't think I have them out in the main room. What our badges look like. Yeah, I think I'm going to go grab them in just a minute. Oh, no, wait a second. Wait a second. I actually have one right here. That's our new badge. And it's magnetic, so you're not going to put any holes in your clothes. It's so cool about it. We have some promotions and actually just some promotions this time, but we'll also go over how we do our promotions. We're going to have a list of local conventions coming up to the end of the year, a couple into 2025. We're going to talk about the future of Star Trek and 2025 movie releases. Hopefully we'll have some people join me by then that, we can have some good honest discussions. So, as you can see there, right here, that is what our blank template looks like. They are resin 3D printed by one of our members. They look a little bit different when they were a lot of them produced at the same time, but not bad enough that I'm worried about there being a quality issue, because it looks more like character on here. I don't know if I do this, if you can see that there are some lines on the side. You might see it when we pull up the pictures here. There we go. That is what our command looks like, and I believe that is Sciences. That is our ambassador. This is a bronze. This is gold. This is our search and rescue. Gold is our officers. Silver is our enlisted. And if they've got an outline on them, that means that they are Master Chief, Petty Officer of their department. We just recently had a promotion to Warrant Officer, and as you've already seen on this one, it's got, oh, come on, be nice. It's got silver and gold, and that's our designation for warrant officers. And this is for Jeff, he's in communications. This is our Marines. We are kind of in a little bit of conflict, because we can either paint a stone and put it in there, paint it black, and it's all kind of one color. We can leave it with nothing in there at all. We've had the thought of just painting the whole thing black, including a stone, and no designation between officers and enlisted. We've thought of using just a dark bronze to outline the tree for officers. Really open to input on that. As you can see, this is more of what they look like. This is command, this is engineering, this is sciences, and this is communication. Blue command, yellow engineering, green sciences, and a dark purple for communications. As you can guess, we have our own uniforms because we do have our own universe that I'm writing on. We do allow our members to wear whatever makes them feel comfortable. If they're comfortable in Star Trek, they're more than welcome to play in the Star Trek universe and be in our world at the same time. If they're in Star Wars, Royal Manticore Navy, Doctor Who, doesn't matter who you are, we would love to have you here. You're welcome to be in our colors or your own colors. We do have 2 promotions for Space Station Requiem. These are just Space Station Requiem. Nowhere else is this promotion happening. We have Jeff Lester to Warrant Officer 1, which is the badge that I was just showing you, and Heather Roche to Petty Officer First Class. Space Station Requiem 1 is a part of Starfleet Command. It has none at this time. And let me explain a little bit of the difference to you on how our promotion system works. So, if you're a member of Starfleet, if you're a member of Space Station Requiem through Starfleet Command Quadrant 1, and you're being promoted, and it's following their rank system. Let me see if I can pull up. No, that's not it. I'll have to put it in when I post it. I'll post a link to our chapter charter. So when you're promoted and it coincides with their rank system, that actually needs to be approved by Starfleet Command Quadrant 1. We have additional ranks to account for a minimum time and grade with Starfleet Command Quadrant 1. The Starfleet Command Quadrant 1 promotions are only granted at the end of August. This allows for them to be in planning for the Starbase Indy, which is their annual convention and gathering of members. They have, like, I think a 9-month time and grade, and we found that, you know, we had some people who were just really go-getters, and that just, it made it very difficult to show our praise for them for being such a go-getter and helping us, that they just weren't getting promoted as frequently as we would like to hope. So we added in some extra rank in there. If you are in Space Station Requiem and you are in another fandom, we do have a couple Starfleet International people in our group. Please let me know if you are. Please get me the email address of your commanding officer, and I will let them know that you have attended our meetings, events, or functions as a representative of that fandom. So that is up to your commanding officer then if you get promotion points for it. So with us, participation equals promotion points. Promotion points equal promotions. That's the best way to think about it. We, outside of recruit to specialist, we do not promote somebody just because they've been on our chapter for 10 years. You got to actually be doing something for us to promote you. We have our Space Station Requiem general membership. We have our own ranking system. Like I said, it's expanded from what they have. We have our own departmental color system and uniforms. We do have a PDF pattern available upon request, and any fandom of uniform is acceptable. Let me stop share here. Give me a second, and I will pull up. Okay, so this is our charter. It's available on our website. You can get to there from the www.guildsofrequiem.com. Click on the home button. You'll see a whole list of our other pages and projects. Click on Space Station Requiem. It'll get you to the website that I just showed you earlier. And on there is a link to our chapter charter. Talk about our meetings, history, events. Talk about what our different departments function as. We have our command department, we have temporal corps, we have in the diplomat corps. I do not know of any other fandom, and I could be wrong, that has a temporal corps and a diplomat corps. Those are special functions just to our our program. We have communications, and as you can see, communications is purple. Engineering, pretty sure I used yellow on engineering, not red. Marines, you can see, is black. Medical are greens. Operations is white. Science is greens. Research and rescue is our red shirts. And security is brown. And as you can see, that these are our security, because Space Station Requiem itself is so big, we have 7 platforms spanning over 250 levels, and has a capacity of 2 million people, if not more, at any given time. That's just 2 million people stationed. That's not including all the guests and visitors and people just stopping through, people moving on. So we are a very, very large space station. There's just no way to put it. We have command and control department heads, promotion ranks, earning. As you can see, we have our ranks because we are a member of Starfleet Command Quadrant 1. We have their ranks. This is how they equal out. Starfleet Command does not use warrant officers. We do. Officers, you can see how they equal out 1 for 1 on here. And then flag officers have to be with Starfleet Command. Once we have somebody who has capped out our captaincy, then we will have a discussion on how that will further affect in Space Station Requiem. Get back to over here to the presentation. There we go. Now we're back where we're going. Oops. There we go. Upcoming conventions. It's probably going to go really fast. Because I'll just end up listing things. We have coming up in Texas, we have MonsterCon in San Antonio, September 28th to the 29th. Bedrock City Con, I believe that is Dallas. I could be wrong. October 5th and 6th. Big Texas Comic Con is also San Antonio. Yes, we're throwing in our smaller fairs are better there with the Del Rio Renaissance Fair, October 12th through the 13th. SpaceCon is in San Antonio, October 25th to the 27th. If you have not checked out the spacecon.com website and who they have as guests, oh my, yeah, they have got a lot of guests. Bring your wallet because you're going to break the bank. They've got Star Trek, they've got Star Wars, they've got Stargate, they've got, oh my goodness, I can't keep track of how many they've got, but they've got a lot of guests that are going to be there. Permian Basin Comic Con 10 is in December, and that's down in the Permian Basin, and that's December 13th through the 15th. And then Fan Expo is May 30th of 2025 and June 1st. So that's one of them where I know gets fairly large. So we've got it out there now. So you can, if you're up in that area, you can start planning. Ones that we've heard about in the United States is the Alabama Comic Con Convention, September 28th through the 29th. Mid-Michigan Paranormal Con. One of our friends has a paranormal society up there, and he's helping with that one. That's October 26th to the 27th. Anime in Pasadena, California, November 2nd and 3rd. If you're a member of Starfleet Command Quadrant 1, our annual convention is at Starbase Indy, and that's in Indianapolis, November 29th through December 1st. And then we've got FemCon in February 2025, and that is the 14th and the 16th. The future of Star Trek. You know, y'all, this has been a tough one for me. I kind of lost touch with Star Trek World for a while. I was so in deep with everything that was going on me. The person who was going to talk about the future of Star Trek has found herself dealing with life. So she sent me her notes. So I'm going to say right now, I'm sorry. Because I'm just reading her notes for this one, and the movie releases 2025. So let's get through it. We have new shows and seasons, Strange New Worlds. I believe a third season is going to continue with the adventures of Captain Pike and his crew. I may have heard rumors before. Oh, hey, we got somebody coming in. Hello. I'm just going through Star Trek, future Star Trek right now.
Oh, hi. Hi. I'm sorry. I'm coloring my hair right now, so I'm not on video. I apologize. I just saw it pop.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Here, let me, is it just the two of us for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on one sec. Here we go, just so you can see a face. I don't even know what I look like, but hi.
Hi. It just looks like you got your hair slicked back. So,
what's that?
Looks like you got your hair slicked back.
Yeah, okay. I actually don't even know what I just popped onto, so I apologize. I was like, what is this? It popped up on my phone. I'm Veronica. Hi.
Hi, Veronica. I'm Robin Kearney Frazier. This is the Space Station Requiem Science Fiction Fan Club meeting. It goes from 4 until 5. And then we have several other meetings. At 6 o'clock is our Requiem's Events of Texas. And then at 7 o'clock is our general meeting. You just missed the Homesteaders and Preppers Guild.
That's what I thought I was getting onto. So it's funny because I teach a lot of shamanic work, and I use Star Trek as that's my core map of the heart, the mind, the engineer, and what's her name, the curly haired
Counselor.
Pardon, Troy. Yes.
Yeah, Troy, Counselor Troy.
So I use it as a medicine wheel, and I refer to Star Trek and everything. I'm like, we're more in Star
You're,
Trek than people realize.
you're in the right place then. Space
so
Station Requiem does have membership in Starfleet Command Quadrant 1. But we do have members in all sorts of different organizations. And then we also have our own universe that we play around in, because we got to account for all the fandoms being here. And I am 4 chapters deep in writing that backstory.
Wow. Okay, this is a whole different universe for me.
It is. It is. We are definitely in our own different universe when we do this.
I love that. I love that. Good on you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna I don't want to, if there's nobody else here, I feel bad with going, but I do need to go. I was just checking
Okay.
out the
Yeah.
oh, what is it? Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yep. Let me see if I can get it to back up a little bit further here.
Need my glasses.
Those are our comm badges, our badges that we use.
Oh, those are cool. Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a whole different world for me, sister. This is just like
Space Station Requiem.
Thank you.
You're welcome to look it up when you get offline.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Again, I saw Homesteader and I was like, oh, I have a moment because I'm still waiting for about 8 more minutes on my hair.
Yeah, we just I actually had 2 minutes left when I got through all that information, but I'll be posting that up on the Guilds of Requiem YouTube channel probably this evening.
All right. What I did just do just now, just so I'll remember and have a trigger, I did just take a screenshot, so I'll remember to go back.
Okay.
But, all right. Well, thank you so much. And you said Robin?
Robin, yes.
Okay. And I'm Veronica. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Give me a second here and I'll get back to where we were. Okay, future Star Trek. Where was I? Okay. Like I said, if you know more current information than what I have, please share it in the comments. We always try to be as current as we can. You know, sometimes things change faster than we can keep up with, and sometimes it takes a while for the new information to come out to everybody else. But from what I know, there's a 3rd season of Strange New Worlds out there. Star Trek Prodigy has a 2nd. I think it might actually be a 3rd season. Let me double check that here because that just seems wrong. Yeah, it looks like there's a season 3 coming out on that. It just says 2 seasons so far. Star Trek Prodigy 21 to 24. So it looks like we've got a 3rd season actually coming out. And then Starfleet Academy is a new series that's in the works for focusing on the lives of the cadets at Starfleet Academy, giving us a fresh perspective of the Star Trek universe. There's supposed to be a Star Trek Origins movie set to release sometime in 2025. This is actually the first that I've heard about it, and I've seen it in a couple of different places and resources about it coming out, and it is set around Contact Day when we first meet aliens, and we've got the the whole handshake and in Montana. So from my understanding, it's exploring the creation of Starfleet and humanity's first contact with alien life, potentially setting up a new timeline. We'll leave it at that. In the comics and expanded universe, we have Star Trek Lore, L-O-R-E, War. It's a crossover event series featuring Data's evil brother Lore, and will span multiple series with special one-shot issues starting in March of 2025. As you can see, there's various of events still going through. I heard that there was a Star Trek convention in Las Vegas and California and New York, and the Star Trek cruise. So there's plenty of places for the fans to meet up and share in fandom with Star Trek. Club-wise, we're seeing some fandoms with greater growth than others, and I think a lot of it is just people's personal preference of, do they want an in-person chapter or do they want to be a part of a virtual chapter, which is essentially what Space Station Requiem is. What that means is, for the most part, we meet online. Once we have a building up front that can be used as a meeting area / classroom, then we'll open back up to having physical meetings, and we'll still stream on Zoom the meetings, and you'll just see more interaction. Let's see here. Future Star Trek, that went really quick. 2025 releases. Look at that. Doctor Who. Nakutigawa. And I hope I said his name right. We have a second here. Penguin. Ooh, hey. Doctor Who season 15 release date is set to premiere in May 2025. As the Nakutigawa as this 15th Doctor, and it's gonna keep pushing that envelope of our comfort. That's what Doctor Who's always great for, is how far can we push your comfort level. There is supposed to be a holiday episode into 2024. Haven't seen anything confirming or denying that. There is a partnership with Disney, which a lot of us are still unsure of, but if it gets if it breathes new life into the industry, then yeah, let's do it. Let's hear, what else do we have? We have another episode of Blade. We've got DC World, Marvel World, Mission Impossible has another one coming out. Upcoming sci-fi movies in 2025. I've heard of one called Mickey 17, and that's set to release on January 31st in 2025. It follows an expendable clone on a mission to colonize a distant planet, and it's based on a novel by Edward Ashton, directed by Bong Joon-ho. Hopefully I said that right. Pixar has a new movie coming out called Elio, or Elio, E-L-I-O. Tells the story of a young boy who becomes Earth's ambassador to an intergalactic society. Megan 2.0 is a sequel to the 2022 hit. It continues the story of the AI doll with a dark twist. Ooh. Jurassic World Rebirth, July 2nd, 2025. I'm excited. I love the Jurassic World. Yeah, I mean, all the way from seeing the first time in the theater and seeing those giant dinosaurs up on the screen, I sat there exactly like the characters. In awe, I loved it. So did everybody else. The Last Battleship. This is a movie that follows a crew of children and adults who must get the last battleship back into action after being cut off from Alliance space by an unknown attacker. That one looks like it could be interesting. Upcoming Marvel movies. Captain America, Brave New World, supposed to be releasing February 14th, 2025. It continues the story of Sam Wilson as the new Captain America. This shall be interesting. Daredevil, Born Again, set to premiere in March 2025. It's going to go deeper into the life of Matt Murdock. Thunderbolts, scheduled for release May 2nd, 2025. Features a team of anti-heroes and reformed villains working together on high-stake missions. Doesn't that just sound like it's going to be a wild ride? Fantastic Four, First Steps, coming out July 25th of 2025. Movie will introduce the iconic superhero team to the Marvel Cinematic Universe and set the stage for future adventures. Blade is slated to release November 7th, 2025, and it brings our vampire hunter Blade back to the big screen. Let's see here. I was going to talk about Penguin, but it's already released. So those who have seen it, 1 month, no spoilers. I know we're already seeing them on Facebook and everything, but in our group, 1 month, no spoilers. Superman Legacy is set to come out July 11th in 2025. It will feature David Cornsweet as Clark Kent and Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. Batman Part 2, slated to come out on October the 3rd. It's a sequel to continue the story of Robert Pattinson's Batman. and it explores more of Gotham's dark and gritty underworld. Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3. So it is not officially confirmed that this is going to be a crossover event, which could be listed and could be released in 2025. I haven't seen a whole lot on it, so it's very possible it's going to be 2026. Swamp Thing is a project in development. It's going to explore the darker horror elements of the DC universe. And that is everything that she gave me to have. So we are going to call this done. Wow. I've got time to go eat now. Thank you for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them below. Or you can email customer service@guildsofrequiem.com.